So this is the thoracic cavity. Inside the thoracic cavity, we first have the diaphragm, and then the lungs. This is the right lung, anterior, the middle, and the posterior lobe. For the left lung, you have anterior, the middle, and the posterior lobe. You have the larynx. You have the trachea. And the trachea down in here is the epiglottis. On the back side of the trachea, we have the esophagus, which you can see if you go like this, you'll be able to see that the esophagus runs down here. Inside, we have the trachealis muscle, which is right here. You have the inside the pharynx, obviously, you have the trachea and the esophagus. And then after that, we'll move down to the heart. We have the right auricle, the left auricle. The apex is right here. It's where these two sides meet. Down here is the apex. Open up the heart. You have the interventricular septum, the left ventricle, the right ventricle. So here we have, this is the greater omentum. All of this right in through here is the greater omentum. And then we move to the liver, which is all of these, and the lobes. So we have one lobe, first lobe, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. And then the gallbladder is right here, in this green area. That's the gallbladder. The pancreas and the spleen. So first, for the spleen, runs right in through here. And then for the esophagus meeting the stomach. Esophagus meets the stomach right in here. And this is the stomach. So obviously we have the fundus at the beginning, we have the body of the stomach, and then the pylorus as it exits. The duodenum is the first part of the small intestine, and it's the C around the belly button. And then you have the jejunum, which is a small intestine, and it runs around on the outside and inside. Where you can see is the mesentery underneath. And then following that, you have the ileum. Ileum is right here. Ileocecal valve. And the cecum. And then following that, you move up to the ascending colon. You move to the transverse colon, and then down to the descending colon. And then for the kidneys, you have left kidney. And in this kidney, you have the cortex on the outside, the medulla on the inside, and then this is the entrance to the renal pelvis. And out here you'll be able to see where the renal pelvis joins the ureter, which runs to the urinary bladder.